Welcome to this video learning session. When you complete the session, you will be able to determine how long it takes for a project to pay for itself. In this session, you'll learn what payback analysis is and why it is important, how to perform payback analysis, and how you can use Microsoft Excel to calculate a payback period. Payback analysis compares total costs and benefits to determine when a project will pay for itself. This time period is called the payback period, or break-even point. First, let's review some terms. Total costs include development as well as operational expenses. Total benefits include all tangible benefits that can be measured in dollars. The payback period, or break-even point, is the time it takes for the total benefits of an information system to equal or exceed the total costs of developing and operating the system. Costs are high during systems development, then they usually decrease and flatten out. They tend to rise again toward the end of the system's useful life. Benefits increase as soon as the systems become operational, then remain relatively flat. The graph shows changes in costs and benefits over time. But to find the payback period, we need to work with cumulative costs and benefits. That requires a different calculation, as you'll see. In Part 2, we'll use a cost-benefit table to calculate a payback period. Here are estimated cost figures for a proposed information system that has a 6-year useful life. The development period is called year 0, even though it might not take a full year. At the end of year 0, when the system is launched, the cumulative costs are $60,000. Now we'll calculate cumulative costs for years 1 through 6. Each year, we take the cumulative total and add the current year for a new cumulative total. Let's continue the process and fill in the rest of the totals. That's it for costs. Now we'll add benefits columns and do the same thing. The payback period is when the cumulative benefits equal the cumulative costs of developing and operating the system. Can you study the table and determine the payback period? It might be easier to focus only on cumulative totals. By the end of year 4, cumulative benefits have almost caught up to cumulative costs. So, sometime early in year 5, the cumulative benefits will overtake the cumulative costs, and the system will have paid for itself. Like any tool, payback analysis has pros and cons. For example, the payback period only determines when a project pays for itself. Benefits and costs to the right of the line are ignored because they occur after the payback period. That might not be enough information for managers who must approve or reject projects. On the plus side, payback analysis screens out low-value projects and is easy to understand. You can learn more about the pros and cons of various financial tools in the textbook. A table can provide a ballpark estimate of the payback period. In Part 3, we'll see how a spreadsheet, such as Microsoft Excel, can handle the payback calculations and create a line chart that shows more detail than a table. The estimated cost and benefit data has already been entered into this spreadsheet. Now we'll calculate cumulative costs for years 1 through 6. To do that, we'll use a formula that takes the previous year's total and adds the current year. To show the cumulative costs for year 1, we'll enter a formula in cell C7. The formula takes cell C6, which shows year 0 costs, and adds cell B7, which shows year 1 costs. So the formula is C6 plus B7. Now we'll copy the formula down into years 2 through 6. We handled the cumulative benefits the same way. Now the spreadsheet resembles the table we created earlier. It's easy to create a line chart that shows cumulative costs and benefits. First, select the cumulative costs cells. Then press the Control key. And also select the cumulative benefits cells. Then click Insert, Charts, Line, and select the first chart type. The payback period is where the red benefits line crosses the blue costs line. At that point, the project has paid for itself. In this session, you learned what payback analysis is and why it is important, how to perform payback analysis, and how to use Microsoft Excel to calculate a payback period. For more information, you can refer to the textbook or your student study tool. Now it's your turn to apply your skills and check your work. For background information, tasks to complete, and sample answers, go to the Management Information Systems CourseMate at www.cengagebrain.com. Select this text and navigate to the video learning sessions. Thanks for attending this video learning session.